Hey, what's up everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Taking a look at one from Stone Brewing. This is the Tangerine Express IPA. This is an India Pale Ale with tangerine and pineapple, 6.7% ABV. Nice little 12-ounce can. Like many Stone things on the back, a lot of print there. Squeezed down about much ado about nothing, probably. I'm not going to read that, but if you want to pause it, you can read it there, or you can go to their website and probably read it as well. But they do have on the back the independent label, which I'll slide that down there as well. So again, another brewery adopting that on their beer. Drink fresh is mentioned on the can, and this one was actually done 6/21 of 18. They have it marked out Best By 10/19 of 18. And today is July 13 of 18. Let's get this baby open and get it into a glass. See what it has to offer. Oh, before then, another one of my glasses from the glass collection. I only have one Stone though, and it was actually the Ruination IPA shaker pint glass, as you see there. I need to get some more Stone glassware. Actually, I need to find more places to put glassware if I do get it, but that's the only Stone glass that I do have. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. Go ahead and get this baby poured. Now for this, I'm just using a regular old shaker pint. I never use the glasses that I have collected from the different breweries. I like to just have those for display for whatever reason. Maybe one day I'll start using them, but for right now I just kind of keep them on the shelf back there on the bookcase. Nice golden color on the beer here. Do have a lot of carbonation and bubble action taking place, and you can see that right there in play. I think you can pick that up on the camera, but the golden color, the head itself, nice 2.5 finger head, maybe even 3 depending on the size of your fingers, with a nice foaminess on it, pretty much as a white, maybe just off-white toward eggshell white. And it's funny looking at the carbonation because it looks like everything is, there's so much going on. It looks like there's like suspension in place with the carbonation there. I'm not sure if you're picking that up on the camera or not, but it's kind of an interesting look at it, that it's almost like the bubbles almost look like flakes in there. As far as the aroma, picking up mainly the fruitiness from the hops. I am getting that kind of tangerine aroma you associate with IPAs, kind of that citrus type aroma. A little bit of that pineapple in place as well. But you do pick up the nice fruitiness from the hops that were used. A little bit of a pininess in there too. But outside of that, nothing else really jumping out. Get the taste. Now I will tell you with this one, you do get hit pretty good with the bitterness up front on the initial, as well as on the back, on the finish. Leaves a nice dry sensation in the mouth. Still keeps that pretty much punch that made IPAs when you drink them fresh, kind of that unique characteristic about them. Really bitter in that taste. I'm actually picking up that pineness. I'm picking up some of that hops action from the bitterness. Not really getting a lot of the pineapple. I'm getting the tangerine. I'm getting that citrus feel of it, but I would have thought the pineapple might have been turned up a little bit more than it actually is in here. Does leave a little bit to be desired there. Do like the lacing taking place as the head tries to hang around. It is breaking down nicely, as you can see there on the beer. But if you're not a hop head, you're probably not drinking IPAs, but if you're trying IPAs, this is one that's going to probably turn you off. You get that nice throat scratchiness from the swallow that you associate with a lot of them. I know that's been a turn off for some people. I know as they try IPAs, expect that to hit you nicely on this beer. But if you do dig IPAs and you like those kind of characteristics, then this is one that's definitely up your alley. You are getting a lot of that in this one here. You're getting a nice medium body, so not too heavy. You can sit back and drink this on a warmer type day. Probably wouldn't want to drink, I don't know if I would drink a couple of these, but for one, to just sit there and relax with it, you can do that. Getting a good duration of the flavor. As I'm sitting here talking, I still have a nice amount of the flavor, so kicking around in the mouth. Feel it more in the throat than I do in the cheek or in the tongue or anywhere else. So again, that hops will actually hit you on this. I'm not sure what the IBU is listed on this one. I didn't see it on the can anywhere here, but I would say it's definitely probably turned up some. Probably looking at 70 plus on the IBU here. But for an IPA, it is a decent IPA. It gives you what you would expect to get. It's got a nice quality about it. It's not going to knock you back. It's kind of like one of those stone beers that is still solid overall, but just not doing much really to jump out of the box. I'm looking forward to seeing some of their other ones they're coming out with. So if you've had this before, let me know what you think. It's the Stone Tangerine Express IPA. Solid in its own right. Definitely worth a try if you're an IPA fan. Thanks again for watching, and make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll look forward to catching you guys next time. Keep drinking that good craft beer. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers.